Okay, so this should be better. Hello, welcome back, you guys. I was having technical difficulties, but we are back. I want to talk to you all. We just had our session over on Patreon, the weekly alignment message. And welcome to those of you who are new over here on YouTube and on Patreon. I love it. I love it. I love it. Please take a moment, y'all, to share this because, you know, they are definitely, the numbers on YouTube are wonky. As we all know, if you talk about certain things, then they don't really allow the algorithm to support your work. So we are going to confront that by sharing, liking, commenting, right? So if you could, please share this. We'll wait a couple of seconds. See, I'm not even getting any notifications on my end. So no one is being notified that I'm live. Let's see. Let me just hop on my other channel to see if did they notify the two of you? I'm checking this now on my end. No. No, they did not. But we're still gonna listen. Can't stop. Won't stop. So welcome. Make yourselves at home. Please let me know where you're from in the comments. I want to hear from you all. Let me know. Let me know. I missed you guys. So this is the title of the session we just did over on Patreon. And it is moving into your inaugural process. Your enemies have failed. Okay? The haters, the naysayers have failed. And they're in for a rude awakening. Hey girl, hey, okay. Hello, okay, so the algorithms are wonky. We have 7 people, but 2 likes. Can you guys please hit that thumbs up button? Please. I want to come on here live more frequently, but I want to make sure it makes sense for, you know, the time that we're investing. So let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. And if you're watching this back, also leave your comments down below. But let's talk about it. I want you guys to refer to Psalms 35. Because this is a testament to what's happening right now to your enemies. I don't know if some of you have been engaging the Psalms and praying and utilizing Psalms 35 specifically. But there is this transfer. The people who are in the back are now coming to the front. And also what I saw in the spirit was how you are taking off your old, tattered, raggedy garments. And when I say that in the spirit, what I'm talking about is garments of shame, garments of lack, garments of struggle, garments of rejection, garments of the orphan spirit. These garments that you've worn for years and years and years that have held you back, that have not allowed you to manifest in your true glory, in God's glory. And attract the life that you deserve. You're now taking off the final layer and you're moving into this new office. So there is this promotion happening in the spirit. Beautiful, beautiful. But what's interesting is God revealed to me how the garments that you were wearing are now being worn by your enemies. And in the dream space, what I saw, for those of you who are new to my channel, let me take a moment. Hello, I am Ädiana Ross. I am a prophetess. I do a lot of prophetic work on this channel, a lot of spiritual wellness. With this particular session, I'm going to be having a dialogue on the dreams that I've been having and the revelations that I've had, as well as, you know, referencing the scriptures. So make yourselves at home, subscribe if you're new, and share this with those that you love. But in the dream, I saw you taking off the collective, right? I'm talking to you. I saw you taking off the final layer of something. And then I saw your enemy take those garments and wear them as their own, not realizing that they were tattered, not realizing that they are worn out, they have holes, it's dingy, you know, the garments, the material is dingy, worn and tattered and so on. And I just found that very interesting because the way it was set up in the dream space was your enemy was putting on these garments, looking in the mirror, actually admiring themselves, not realizing that they're wearing the curse that they wanted for you. Listen to my words. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. They put on their garment, or the garments that you took off. They put them on. Looking in the mirror, admiring themselves, not realizing that the garments that they put on are cursed. Specifically with the curses they tried to project towards you. Your enemies are now living out the shame that they wanted for you. Your enemies are now living out the curses specifically that they wanted for you. Listen, see, God is doing something very different. God is doing, and I say different because I've never seen anything like this in my life. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And after that particular scene, which was moving and vivid, I was taken aback. But, it was like God was revealing to me what's happening. And there's much more that goes into that particular download that I can't relay. But take what you need. I'm sure you get the picture, right? So then after that particular scene, my goodness. After that particular scene, my God. Someone came to the door and knocked on the door and said, it's time to go to the stage. It's your time to go to the stage. It's time for the inaugural ceremony. So then I walked out to the stage and there was this audience and the sun was beaming. And it was just indicative of this promotion that's happening. You're coming out of those fallen spaces in your life. You're receiving opportunities that may have passed you by before or in the past. You're meeting people who are going to help you along the way. They call them destiny helpers. I don't really get with the labels, whatever. Okay. People that you're meant to meet along your journey into your greatness, right? You're meeting them now. You're meeting them in this season. Hit that thumbs up button for me, you guys, and please share this. We're going to have a dialogue here. Welcome. Let's take a moment to engage the comments here. Stephanie, literally I was blown away. God has led me to read when Mary was going to be stoned for adultery. Interesting. We'll talk about that. Beautiful. Thank you, Stephanie. Peace, CJ. So please hit that thumbs up button for me, okay? We have more people in here than we have thumbs up, so please. Thank you. There we go. Thank you so much. Okay, and I want to read to you the transfer of the old garments. So your enemies are wearing your old garments thinking that they have some high value material when really they're tattered, falling apart, okay? And unfortunately that is going to be their portion. Okay, while you've taken off those garments that you've been wearing for years, listen, and you're coming into something totally new. It's a tremendous renewal because what God is doing right now is renewing your timelines of rebellion. The timelines where you were misaligned, where you may have diverged on your walk with God in some way. Those parts of your life have been renewed and are being renewed. And that's also going to involve leaving a lot of people behind, because in that same dream, you guys, I saw a friend that I don't know in real life, but in the dream, I knew this person and I loved them dearly. And they had tears in their eyes. And they were the person who came to my room and knocked on the door and said, it's time to go to stage. It's time to go to the stage. And they were crying because they were going to miss me. They would never see me again. And I felt like I had known this person for a long time. And I felt like it was like my best friend. So some of you are moving into spaces where you're going to leave people that you really love behind. You have to. You just have to. It's a new office, y'all. You can't bring everyone with you. And we already talked about this a while ago. I've been talking about how you're moving into your greater. Well, it's here. It's showtime. You're literally being promoted in the spirit, because you've sacrificed and you've done the work. So this is specifically for those of you who have sacrificed and done the work. This is not just a random word for everyone watching. Please understand where you are, okay? By observing your alignment. This is for those of you who have done the work, who have sacrificed, who have let go of the idols, who have let go of rebellious practices and culture, and whatever the case may have been, whatever took you out of alignment with the Most High, because you've sacrificed those things. Some of you have been fasting. Some of you have really been in the Word and studying and renewing your covenant and walk with God. I'm talking about you. You are being promoted. You have taken off the final layer of something that was holding you back. And now it's go time. And there's a new office. A lot of you are dealing with spiritual warfare that you've never experienced before, because you have opposition from the higher office who is trying to oppose you from making it to the level that you're meant, making it to this promoted position. See, a lot of my clients in particular have been dealing with spiritual warfare that they've never experienced. It's because you're on the precipice of this tremendous up level and spiritual coronation. It's a new office, it's a new title, it's a new name, it's a new destiny. It's significant. So yeah, the battles that you may be experiencing are because of where you are specifically going. You're being assigned to a higher level, y'all, a higher destiny. There is significance in what you move through in this season. And for many of you, you've been doing the work. And I'm here to tell you, you've dropped something off you've dropped something off that, again, you've been carrying. I want to say for a lot of you, it's been generational strongholds, generational curses, whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been targeting in the work that you've been doing has fallen off of you. That's why your enemies have failed. And it's so significant. What you've broken off of you is so significant that your enemies are literally looking at it as if it is of value. In the dream space, it's hard to explain because it's like beyond me, literally beyond me. Okay, this is intel from the Most High. So I'm doing my best to ground it and provide you with the language necessary to depict what I'm trying to say, right? But you've broken something off to where your enemies are now wearing it as their own garments. And God has confused the enemy's camp to the point where they're wearing your old garments as if they're of value and succumbing to the curse in turn. That's their recompense. They don't even know they're literally walking into their own trap and curse and so on. And again, this is what they wanted for you. Okay, let's continue forward. So Psalms 35. I want to read Psalms 35, verse 4-6 specifically, and I'll get to the comments. It says, "May those who seek my life be disgraced and put to shame. They're wearing garments of shame." Let's continue. "May those who plot my ruin be turned back in dismay." Period. Listen. "May they be like chaff before the wind, with the angel of the Lord driving them away. May their path be dark and slippery, with the angel of the Lord pursuing them. Since they hid their net for me without cause, and without cause dug a pit for me, may ruin overtake them by surprise." You see what God is doing? May ruin overtake them by surprise. So somehow, again, what I saw in spirit is your enemies, as you took off that last layer of your old tattered garments, You're ready for this promotion. You're ready for this inaugural process. This is a whole new season for you that you've never experienced, with greener pastures, right? And much more. Your enemies have picked up your garments from off the ground, and God has confused them to the point where they're putting on these garments thinking that they've defeated you, when really they are cloaking themselves in their own curse. The curse that they projected towards you, they wanted for you, because ruin is going to take them by surprise. They're being set up, y'all. They're being set up. Listen, it says, my God. It's not funny, but it's just like I'm laughing at the intricacy and the majesty and genius of God. Let's continue. It says here, this is 35 verse 7. Since they hid their net for me without cause, and without cause dug a pit for me, may ruin overtake them by surprise. May the net they hid entangle them. May they fall into the pit to their ruin. Right? Again, it says, may ruin overtake them by surprise. Let's continue. It says, then my soul will rejoice in the Lord and delight in his salvation. My whole being will exclaim, who is like you, Lord? You rescue the poor from those too strong for them, the poor and the needy from those who rob them. Some of you are dealing with strong man. I'm hearing strong man. Some of you have defeated a strong man, a generational strong man. Whew, my goodness. So again, your enemies have failed. There's a transfer of your old garments. The curses, the snares, the traps that were set for you are now the portion of your enemies. And the sacrifices that you've made to get to this point are being recognized, are being acknowledged, are being honored. So that's what I have for you all. Welcome. Hi, John Jeffrey. Hello, Diane, Patreon. Welcome. I see a few Patreon members in here. Make sure you guys check out the extended version over on Patreon. That's what I have for you now on point. Sacrificed much. LaShawn, you are on your way. So you guys, continue to seek the face of God. Continue to do whatever you're doing. Okay? This is the process of your inauguration. You are literally moving into a new office of whatever you're doing. There's a significant calling on your life. It's much greater than it was before. You know, you may have this inclination or this propensity, if you will, to make a pivot in some way, to move, to relocate, to expand your horizons. That is your promotion. Follow the breadcrumbs, y'all. Follow the breadcrumbs, because God is moving you into this new office where you are now ready for this anointing, this glory, the attention, you know, because when I walked out onto the stage in this dream, and on YouTube, I have to keep it very I can't say too much on YouTube because there's a lot of monitoring spirits on here. Okay. With that being said, I will say this. When you walked out onto the stage, because I can only prophesy in part, right? So take this back into your secret space, meditate on it, and see what else comes in for you, and pray to confirm it in the first place, right? But what I saw is when you walked out on stage, this light just overtook you. It was like all eyes on you. Something you're doing is about to really call in attention, or there's you guys, renown, attention, renown, you're being put out front and center. It's like you are being highlighted. And you've never experienced, many of you have never experienced the amount of glory that you're about to be granted. But it's one that you're ready for. Now you may feel nervous, because when I was on stage, I felt a lot of different emotions. So because it's an office or a position or a space that you've never experienced, you may feel a little bit nervous, stage fright and whatnot, but you must continue forward. This is what it takes. We need you. We need you. And it's time. Okay? So I thank you for joining me. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell. I will be traveling quite a bit in the next few weeks, but I'll make a point to come live and talk to you guys when I have a revelation or a word for you all. Nyoka, my name is Ädiana. The Peru timeline is no more. So to those of you who are new, my name is Ädiana Ross. Welcome. Make sure you guys check out the links in the description. I'll update it in a moment, so come back to check that link and share this with your loved ones. And also leave your comments in the comment section as well, just so we can really work with those algorithms and get them back in order. If you guys have anything you want to share in the comments, in the chat here, feel free. I'll stay on for another minute or so, but that's what I have, you all. It's really exciting. There is an extended version over on YouTube that goes into more of what I saw. I can't share everything on YouTube, you guys. I just can't. I have to take that directive from the Most High. That's why I don't come on here as often as I used to, because there's a lot of just eyes. and when I say eyes, it's not like monitoring eyes, just to kind of like, with a lot of different charges behind them that are not all positive. Like most of you are positive and engaging the content, and then you have a lot of people who just come on and watch, and they're literally just lingering just to kind of like find a target for whatever they're needing to express or get off of their, I don't know what, okay, just whatever they feel they need to release, okay, onto someone, okay? So we need to make sure that we're not putting ourselves in environments that are not conducive to what it is we are coming into. So with that being said, yes, thank you. I'll go ahead and log off, and I'll put that link to Patreon and everything else in the description. I appreciate you guys. I missed you. I'll see you very soon. You have my love.